Hi besties, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to a new video and welcome to my July TBR. And I'm very excited because we're gonna do something different today for my TBR this month. I think I've never done this video, so you guys actually chose the books that I'm gonna read this month, or the books that I am probably gonna read this month. I'm not promising 100% that I'm gonna read every single book, but it's still fun for you guys to choose the books that I'm gonna read. So I left you guys some polls on my Instagram story and you guys picked the books, so I screenshotted them and we're gonna go through them. And honestly, you guys know me so well because you literally chose all the books that I want to really read. Like, if I had to choose myself, you guys chose the book that I wanted to read. Okay, so the first one I think was very easy, like an easy one, because I asked you guys to choose between Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez and then Same Time Next Summer, and obviously Yours Truly. If you guys have seen my last couple of videos, I have been talking about Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez so much because I literally loved it so much. It was one of my favorite books. It was literally my favorite book from last month. And I also told you guys in one video that I was gonna read, or I wanted to read every single book by Abby Jimenez, and I did get Yours Truly. So that is the first book that won. Here it is. So I'm gonna be reading Yours Truly. I love the cover so much, and I'm guessing this is gonna be like a pen pal situation where they write letters to each other, and I cannot wait because I hope that's what it is. I have no idea what this book is about, by the way. But yeah, this was the first one that won, and I'm so excited. The next one was between The Dead Romantics and then The Serpent and the Wings of Night. And drum rolls please, because I honestly thought that The Dead Romantics was gonna win, and no, The Serpent and the Wings of Night won. I'm so excited because I always like to have a romance book and then a fantasy book or something different, and not read romance books back to back, because I don't know, I get bored. So excited that you guys picked this one. This one is about humans and vampires and mythical creatures, and you guys know that I'm a sucker for that, so I'm so excited to read it. Okay, the next photo was between Purple Orchids and The Summer House. And which one won? You guys, Purple Orchids by Samantha Christie. I'm just so excited to read this book because I truly want to find a good new romance book series that I can binge read, and that I can recommend to you guys, because I feel like I haven't recommended a good romance book series in a while, and I want to find one that I can recommend to you guys if I like it, if I love it. So I have high expectations. I have high hopes for this one. It says, friends, lovers, enemies, sometimes the lines between them are blurred. And I know I've mentioned this book in 2 other TBR videos, but it's July. It's a new month, and I'm gonna try to read it. Okay, the next one was between The Secret Book and The Old Echo of Books, and which one won? The Old Echo of Books. And I actually already started this one, so we're kind of ahead. Not really, but, and when I mean I started it, I just started the book. But I'm on page 27 and it's very good so far. It has a backstory that's really interesting that I believe is gonna have or it's gonna be the plot twist or plot in the entire story, because it's kind of like a now and then perspective kind of thing. So the main character is Ashlyn, and she basically has these abilities that when she grabs or opens a book, she can literally feel the emotions that the last owner felt while having this book or reading this book. Obviously, in some ways it's very hard to deal with, because what if you opened a book and the person was really sad and you just feel all of those emotions, and it's just really hard. Okay, the next one won by a lot of votes. So it was between Shatter Me and Ruin of Roses, and I obviously knew Shatter Me was gonna win. Shatter Me is one of the most popular series on TikTok and in general. So I don't have the book with me right now. Don't think so. It's over there, but yeah, Shatter Me won. I know I I have to read like the entire series to kind of like Shatter Me, because I've heard so many times that if you read the first book, you're probably not even gonna like it. Like, people don't even like the first book, and then when they get to like the other books, is that they love the series. Hopefully I can get through it and I don't get bored. The next one was Court of the Vampire Queen and Ivy. So I have had these two books for so long, and the one that won was Court of the Vampire Queen, that I'm so excited to read because obviously vampires, mythical creatures, that's all I want. And again, I love having like a fantasy book that I can read between the other genres. So very excited to read this one. Next one that won was, this one was very close. It was between That Summer and Weekside. So That Summer is more like a YA book kind of thing. Kind of like these, I believe, kind of like The Summer I Turned Pretty, like that kind of YA. But Weekside does not look YA. Like, it does look new adult. So kind of different. I know both are probably like romance stories, but probably very different romance stories. But the one that won was That Summer with 371 votes, and actually Weekside had 345. Okay, the next one is one that I'm very excited about. So it was between Meet Me at the Lake and The Summer Bet. And honestly, I want to read both because The Summer Bet also looks so good, but Meet Me at the Lake is just top tier, like top first choice, because Carly Fortune. I love her so much, and I love her books. You guys know that I loved her first book, and I'm honestly kind of scared because I've heard mixed opinions on Meet Me at the Lake. Okay, the last photo was between The Summer Place and Bad Summer People. This was the only one that I wish you guys had chosen the other one. I really want to read Bad Summer People because it screams White Lotus, the TV series. The TV series was not like my favorite thing ever, but if I were to read a book about that, I feel like it would be like 100 times better. Summer Place won with 481 votes, and then Bad Summer People 256. Okay, those are the books that you guys chose for me this month. I am going to talk about other books that I want to read besides the ones that you guys chose, because I do have quite a few books here I still want to read this month if I get to it, because I kind of have like a very hectic month. It's actually my last month in college. Like, I graduate at the end of July. I'm gonna have so much more time to focus on YouTube and like do so many videos and read a lot more, and I just can't wait for it to end. Honestly, I've had this book for a couple of months, but I haven't read it, and I really want to read it because you guys know that I love nutrition, and I'm studying holistic nutrition, and I love it with all my heart. The Period Power, it basically talks about hormones and how to like harness your hormones and get your cycle working for you, and that is something that I've been like really working on this entire year, because my cycle and my like my hormones were so all over the place, crazy all over the place, that I was just having a really hard time. But I think I've done like a very good job, because my entire like system has kind of like rebooted, and I feel like so much better. Food is everything, you guys. What you put into your body is everything. But I still need to learn like so much more, so I cannot wait to read this one. And like, I know I'm gonna learn so much from this book, and I hope that when I read it I can tell you guys some tips and tricks from the book, if you guys are interested in all of this. One day I'm gonna do an entire video like dedicated to nutrition books. Okay, I found it. The other nutrition book that I want to read is Eat Right for Your Inflammation Type. This book right here, and basically explains all the different types of inflammation that could that literally exist in the body, and all these symptoms, and it literally teaches you to search for your inflammation type if you have one, if you struggle with something, and learn about that specific inflammation type. And honestly, I bought it not because I really wanted to learn about my inflammation type, because I think I know I think I know it already, but I could still learn about the other type of inflammations and just really learn about them, because if one day someone is struggling with one type of inflammation, I know about it, so I think it's gonna be very educational. So then I have a couple of cute rom-coms that I like just caught my attention from my bookshelves. First one is Water Under the Bridge, that I've had for so long. I've had it for so long. I know it came out last year, but I never got to it. But I don't know, it just looks so good. The cartoon kind of reminds me of Carrie from Sex and the City. I don't know why. And it's a rom-com, so I'm like hoping that it's actually a rom-com and I laugh a little. Okay, the next one is Kiss Her Once for Me. This one, why do I feel like this one's a book of the month pick? But I've always wanted to read this one. It just seems like the cutest thing ever, and I think it's kind of like a Christmas slash New Year's kind of thing. I know it doesn't have anything to do with the weather right now, but I don't know, it caught my attention from my bookshelf. Okay, and the last one that I've really wanted to read for so long. I saw a thread today. Oh, you guys, this has nothing to do with anything, but I downloaded Thread. It's kind of like a Twitter, basically, but created by Instagram. And I saw a tweet. I'm just gonna say tweet. I know it's a thread. I saw a thread that said, yes, I am very excited to read that book. That does not mean I will read it anytime soon, though. This makes sense to me. And I had to comment, like, that is literally me. Like, this girl gets me. I can say that I'm very excited to read a book, but it probably doesn't mean that I'm gonna read it like right now or this week, like, you know what I mean? So I'm very excited to read this book. It's Lease on Love. I've had this for months. And I love the little review on the back. It says, this opposites attract, roommates to lovers, romance is a true delight. Roommates to lovers. I don't usually read roommates to lovers. I think the last one that I read that was roommates to lovers was Josh and Hazel's Guide to Not Dating. And that was pretty good. One like bookish red flag that I have is like, I can have the smallest TBR for the month and I'm still not gonna stick to it. Those are all the books that I want to read this month, and those are all the books that you guys chose for me to read this month, and I'm so excited. Thank you guys so much for choosing it. If you guys want to follow me on Threads, I'm having a really fun time over there. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe down below and turn on the notification bell so you get notified when I upload more videos, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!